Big claims and big promises have the 10 News I-Team asking big questions about a San Diego medical clinic.
The man behind that clinic vaulted himself into the spotlight as he volunteered his treatments to baby Isaiah, a severely disabled Vista boy. But investigative reporter Mitch Blocker found the spotlight got too bright when questions about his qualifications came up.
And hello to you too, sweetheart.
When Dennis Maness first stepped into the spotlight, it was to help Isaiah Wallace overcome a tragic accident. A drunk driver slammed into his stroller, blinding and paralyzing the toddler from the waist down.
You're reading the electricity that the brain is already producing.
Cameras rolled as Maness performed his brain mapping therapy. He claimed stimulating different parts of Isaiah's brain would retrain it. Everyone was hoping for a miracle.
Certain pitches, certain tones, certain behaviors of sound create different behaviors within the brain.
Maness did all of this for free, but in return got publicity money couldn't buy. He was featured on numerous local newscasts. Isaiah is now his most prominent patient. His story proudly displayed on Maness's Brain Tech Institute website. But then we began asking questions.
On the website, he talks about some things that I found pretty fishy.
Scott Lilienfield is a renowned clinical psychologist at Emory University in Atlanta. We asked him to review Maness's treatments.
He seems to be making a lot of really grand claims without a lot of evidence to back them up.
Dr. Lilienfield studies therapies that are pseudoscientific, things that seem like science but really aren't. He says what Maness is doing is not proven.
And welcome to the Brain Tech Institute's website.
And Maness's website raised even more questions.
Our techniques are non-invasive, painless, and they do produce results.
There were statistics.
Do you know that 70% of the population suffers from sleep disorders, stress, and low productivity?
And some big promises.
We can help you as we've helped thousands of others.
Initially, Maness was willing, even anxious, to answer questions.
If you're going to do the story, you need the facts. I like to take a look at your facts. I like to see the documentation. I'll answer any questions that you've got.
But when he heard our facts, things changed. Maness claims to be board certified in neurotherapy. He's not certified in California. He claims to have PhDs in education and psychology and sent us these diplomas from a little-known seminary in Georgia to prove it. They say he has a PhD in Christian education and Christian psychology, but there's no way to confirm his degrees because the school is now out of business. One of his most exorbitant claims is that he pioneered discoveries in brainwave therapy. Whatever those discoveries are, he's never published them or had them peer-reviewed.
To my knowledge, there is no published evidence at all. In fact, to my knowledge, not even any unpublished evidence that what he's doing works. So at this point, all we can kind of do is put up our arms and shrug.
Maness claims he will soon post scientific papers related to his techniques that were written over the past 20 years. And we did find 5 seemingly satisfied customers displayed front and center on Maness's homepage. 2 of them, both clients named Jason, grabbed our attention. This Jason wrote he went from always tired to always on top after Maness's brain therapy. This Jason wrote he tripled his reading speed. But neither of these pictures are of someone named Jason. This is Alan Alvarado, an actor, his picture pulled from his agency. And this Jason is a music journalist. His real name is Aaron Burgess. When we asked about these so-called testimonials, it was Maness's office manager who replied saying, "I watch TV commercials all the time and people pretend to be patients and actors, and I don't see the difference." Maness later emailed us explaining he uses actors to protect patients' identities. Finally, we had questions about Maness's claim that he received a letter of commendation from a 3-star Marine general for his work with post-traumatic stress disorder. What Maness does have, he provided us. It's a certificate of appreciation, not a letter of commendation. The Marines told the I-Team the letter was for participating in a conference, not for work related to PTSD. They said claiming differently would be a misrepresentation of the letter.
I know he'll be able to help him in one way or another.
Despite all this, Isaiah's father continues believing in Maness. He believes he's helped his son. Jacob Wallace would not talk to us for this story, saying he wanted nothing to do with an investigation into Maness's credentials.
It's possible that some of these people were really helped. Let's hope some of them were.
Now, shortly after we started asking Manus and his staff about all of these discrepancies, he hired a lawyer who told us that his client was not comfortable in a hostile environment and he would not sit down and talk with us for an interview.
Does anybody in the scientific community support his theories at all?
The best we could find is that his claims are scientifically controversial. His office manager suggested that doctors at Rady Children's Hospital actually referred some of their clients, some of their patients to Dennis Manus. Rady Children's says that is absolutely not true.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you, Mitch.